What's going on? We're back at the park and I realized I'm learning a lot of new tricks, but I'm forgetting a lot of the ones that I already have, and I haven't done a trick maintenance in a while. I also haven't skated the handrail in a while or some of the other obstacles in the park. So today I'm going to maintain a trick that is near and dear to my heart, a staple of mine and something I've loved doing pretty much since I've learned how to do it. Today I'm going to be making sure that I really got kickflip frontside lip slides. You know the deal. I'm going to put on my socks and shoes. Not going to give you my hypothesis, but I am going to give you a little bit of history as to why I even did this trick or wanted to learn it. And also, I'm going to set up my brand new board. This one isn't even out yet, but I want to give you guys a first look at it so you can check it out. This one might be one of my favorites, and I can't wait to skate it. So this is my new board. I like the gold foil boards. I liked it ever since E-Man got his Dining with the Dead graphic in all gold. I was like, damn. That'd be a sick one to have. So I'm stoked that I finally have my own. All right, kickflip frontside lip slides. So I really started messing with that trick, I want to say probably when I was maybe 15 years old, maybe 16. I had gone to a Zumiez Best Foot Forward finals contest. And I remember it's the first place I ever saw Chris Wimer skate. He had all of the tricks that I love doing now. He had kickflip front nose blunts, he had kickflip front tails, and of course, he had kickflip frontside lip slides. And when I saw him do that, I couldn't believe that someone could do a trick that's just so insanely hard seeming so easily. And I think Wimer was one of the people who ended up in the top 3. And I went home, I went back to Hyde Park in Pennsylvania, and I tried a bunch of them because I thought that trick was so amazing. I don't remember what I learned it on because it's definitely not a trick that you would do just on like a flat bar. I mean, you can, but it's not the place to learn it. You usually would learn it on something like a bump to bar, or honestly even a handrail would be easier just because of how you get into it. But I remember seeing Chris Wimer do it, and I was just like, one day I'm gonna have that trick. And I don't think it took me very long to figure it out because I already had kick flips and frontside flips down pretty well. It kind of just became hand in hand. Once I figured out that trick, that was kind of my staple. I kind of used that to my advantage. Every contest, any handrail that was small enough for me to be comfortable on, any bump to rail, anything. It just almost became my kickflip front board. I pretty much stopped doing kickflip backside grind tricks because of that. Shout out Chris Wimer. There's a lot of people who would probably think kickflip frontside lip slide and they would think about John Allie, but to be honest, I'm sorry to John Allie or any John Allie fans out there, but I didn't really know who he was. I didn't watch his skating all like that back in the day. And I know he is like one of the godfathers of kickflipping into stuff and just kickflips in general. For me, it was Chris Wimer. And it will always be Chris Wimer as the first person I saw do a kickflip frontside lip slide. I know some of you are probably thinking that board looks super fresh, and it is. I skated it for one day and it's definitely not done. I got these boards in the mail recently and I just couldn't resist setting this up. It feels a little weird setting up a brand new board so close to setting up another fresh board, but this is a feeling I've always wanted as a kid. I usually get like a little rendering of the board, but when you see it in person finally and you just get to hold another graphic with your name on it, it's like, I can't explain the feeling it is. So for me, I'm in a hurry to skate this board. I've been waiting for this one to come out for a couple months now, and this thing looks even better than I thought it was going to.
What are you doing? What are you showing?
This is my new board. You like it?
Yeah.
What do you think? 1 out of 10?
10.
10? Perfect. Thank you. You heard it from the people. 10 out of 10. Get yours. Available soon. Got the black drawings today. So I'll re-explain the rules just because it's been a while since I've done one of these videos anyway. And just for the people who are new here, the way that trick maintenance works is based off of an old method of learning tricks that I used to do when I was a kid. So when I started my YouTube channel, I made it a little more challenging and I would do 10 on each obstacle, which I think is a little bit of overkill. I don't think that's necessarily what I need to do. And somewhere along the process, I revised it to 5, which I think is a pretty good place to say that you have a trick pretty well. Today, I'm gonna kickflip lip the bump to rail, the flat bar, and the handrail. And then by the end of the video, I'm gonna do 1 on each in a line. All right, so I got my socks and my shoes on. It's time to go to flat ground because I think I'm gonna start with a couple kick flips and frontside flips to get the blood flowing. No classic warm up, all the lead tricks I was doing. I think I'm gonna save my energy for this little challenge I got. Before we start skating, let's get a good look at this board setup. This shit is beautiful. I haven't been cheesing about a graphic like this in a while. This one is amazing. All right, so we're gonna start on the flat bar, and this thing is like probably the worst flat bar in North America, but we're gonna try to do it. Let's get a little grip check, because I'm probably gonna fry my grip on this one. But right now, looking pretty fresh, but that's probably not gonna last. It's probably gonna be pretty cooked in, I don't know, I give it like 5 tries before I fuck my grip up. All right, that's probably the safest way. I'm gonna inch my way into this one because this is always the most intimidating. This is gonna be the scariest one of the whole video. Not only is this scary on a flat bar, but there's a ledge that's literally right in front of this. So I'm not trying to say that it's not me, but it's not me. I was expecting a little bit of struggle on this one, so I'm not too bummed. This is like pretty normal for me. We're not gonna count that. I stepped off, so we're still at 0. It's the first one down. Let's see if we can go 5 for 5. All right, we're not going 5 for 5, but it's okay. Got one down. That's all I needed. Just needed to start. Something to put me in the game. I'm home. I remember it now. In the words of Munch, wasn't much, but it was honest work. One more to go. All right, so I got through the flat bar. That shit was scary because just not having a lot of time between the ground and the rail and popping and stuff, everything just has to be perfect, and it took me a while to figure out how to do it. But I'm gonna move on to the bump to rail, and my homie over here, he's gonna try with me. You said you've never done kickflip front lip?
No. Never.
All right, well, he's never done kickflip front lip.
I have front lip the rail before, but never kickflip front lip.
Well, while I'm trying to get 5 of these, he's gonna try to get 1. It's not a challenge. He's just gonna try to get his first one, which I think is pretty dope.
This rail, like the attempts on the kickflip backlip, kind of hyped me up a little bit.
Word, yeah, he just almost kickflip backlip that rail. The little flat bar I was just skating, and he's never done that either. So I saw one attempt of a kickflip front lip, and it looked, not gonna lie, looked pretty good. So we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna set the camera up, I'm gonna wax this rail, and then we're gonna get to it. All right, this is a very important part. You do not want to try to kickflip lip something that is not waxed. This one's always been tricky on this rail because this whole middle section. If I do this one, will you try it?
I'll commit.
Okay. I feel like going at an angle is gonna be better. I'm gonna try an angle. Oh, you got that. All right, we're gonna need to do one more because that was very off-brand. I I just got through 5 on the bumps of rail. That's my favorite place to do it. Not my favorite rail to do it on, but it is my favorite place when it comes to any sort of obstacle. Bump to rails are always gonna be the most fun, but now I'm moving on to the handrail. This one's a little scary because it's mellow. I usually like something that's like a little lower, but because it's so mellow, it almost feels like the flat bar kinda. But it's getting a little windy out here. Gonna try to get these 5 done because wind is definitely not your friend when you're trying this trick. I'm gonna leave the mic here because the wind is pretty shitty, but I'm gonna come back. It's time to just lock in and do this. If I let this get in my head, I'm never gonna do it. Put the mic back on because I got something valuable to say. Not gonna lie to you, it's been a while since I've done down handrail. What I just remembered on that last try is trust your kickflip. If you got a good kickflip, just trust it. Everything else will work out. I'm gonna trust my kickflip right here and see how this goes. It's time to do a little line. Start this with tray flip and we kickflip lip. Get me started, you know? Lose the confidence every time I miss this, but just because I'm paying attention way too much to one trick at a time. All you need is one, but in my case, today, I need 5. Sometimes you make a little progress and sometimes you're back to square one. It was very sketch. 2 more. Last one. All right, last piece of the puzzle. Do one on all 3 obstacles. Oh my God. Nah, no way. No. All right, that's it. It's funny how like you have a trick, but then you don't do it because you think you do it too much. And then you end up kind of losing it a little bit. And today, I definitely had to deal with a lot of things that happen when you kind of lose a trick. I don't want to say it's lost because I was able to do it. I figured it out. But there was definitely some searching needed for me to get kickflip front lips again. If you guys like this one, please hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think. And as always, I'll see you next Sunday. Peace.